I'm going to give it 3.5 pawns.
I would do 4 and 1 drunken.
Wow, 4.
Yes.
4.5.
Yeah.
5 pawns. 5 pawns. This is a golden pawn game. Welcome back, my little jockeys, to another episode of the Drunken Pawn. This is the review portion of the Drunken Pawn. We have just finished the weird 1992 classic, Horse Sense. There it is. Tracy's getting a good overview of it.
Glory.
It's a beautiful, glorious game. We're going to review this thing for you. Basile, of course, won again. So we're going to go ahead and he's going to go ahead and start the review for us, because that's what we're doing now.
Alrighty. I enjoyed it. I thought it was really fun. It's a very simple game, which has its pros and cons. You can jump into it real quick, it's a fun little game.
I liked how quickly the turns progressed, and I also liked that there was a very easy, automatic kind of rhythm to the thing that was very non-monotonous.
Yeah, I agree. Like, it was very easy to play. It's very easy to play, but it also has some complexity to it that you can almost insert some strategy a little bit. I mean, there's not a ton of strategy. There's a lot of luck-based stuff, like roll and like where you land and stuff like that. But you can use the trade cards come into play where you can use a little strategy here and there, like when to use them and stuff. Like you can hold on to them and use them later and all that, that's cool. It has a little bit of strategy, and that's awesome. Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I enjoy playing this. Maybe because if you watch the playthrough, Maurice made some really funny jokes that really helped. If you're playing with this game, you can play up to 6 players, which would be really fun, I think, with 6 players. Yeah, because there's so much quickly. Stuff. The turns go so quickly, and there's so many things, different things happening. People taking people's horses, people doing this and that. It would be super fun with 6 players.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of some cons. Any cons you guys can think of?
Just really simple.
It is super simple.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like I said, that has pros and cons to it, but it doesn't have a whole lot of depth to it. It's
visually or
concept-wise?
All
around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Visually too,
Yeah, the board looks like they might have just used a template for a board game board.
It does.
I mean, it does kind of look like a horse race track.
Yes, for sure.
Which is cool. These are the training pits.
Yeah.
You circle, you go.
Yeah.
I was glad that we got to do a few of these while we played.
Yeah, I mean, every time that we've played 2 or 3 times now.
3 times, yeah.
And we've always been able to do a career. Like, it's never not came up. So
okay, cool.
Which is cool. I like that. That's a cool aspect. And it makes it just a little bit different enough to give it more complexity.
And the more people you play with, the longer the game ends up being. Because the less chance you have of getting horse during your turn. Yeah. So it does end up being a little bit longer of a game if you play with more people. And it's so cutthroat because you're stealing horses, stealing money, getting cards. So it's definitely a game that if you're going to play with 6 people, it's probably going to cost you a little bit more time.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say too much more. Maybe up it to like an hour. Yeah. Because I mean, I don't know how long it took us on the playthrough, but I'll say, 30, 40 minutes?
There's also,
we always, 40.
You gotta
40 minutes.
Cut whatever it takes us to play it by 70%.
If you're just playing to play and you're not talking at all, you just want to win, then it may be a little quicker. But we like to have a good time while we're playing. So.
The only negative that I would give it, and I understand why they did it, because this is a game to be played around a small table, I think, smaller, where everybody circles around and you're not Last Supper style on one side of the table. But it does get a little annoying when you've had 5 beers to try to read upside down this very size 12 font. That's the only, besides what you guys have said about it being simplistic visually, that's the only negative I would give it. I would actually like to see these to be a stack of cards that you would just bring to you and then give back.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that would be
Yeah.
cool.
And you would have a lot more variety of things that could happen if you had just a stack of cards. Also, I noticed that over the course of the game, there was only, I think, one expense card that was drawn. The entire game.
There's
Oh.
2 or 3.
I didn't get one.
There's at least 2.
No.
I got one, and he got one, because I have it right here.
Well, if he had one, there would be a discarded one. And
Yeah.
there is not.
Oh, good point.
So there's only
one.
one expense card.
Yeah.
Those expense
So they
cards
put
can be extremely hindering.
They seemed like it.
You were the only one that got property ones, right?
50 pounds.
Yeah, I got all those
A lot
properties.
of property.
Yeah.
You got
all
a
me.
ton of properties.
Yeah.
But that could just be because you guys kept rolling sevens.
It's
So.
it's just luck, you know.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the beauty and the curse of a game like this is that the luck makes it so random that it makes it with any sort of good rule flow, any sort of good flow in the game. The randomness helps it be, you know, kind of like Catan, where you can just kind of play it and play it and play it. With SF, this is much simpler. However, the downside is, you know, it's a little harder to strategize.
Yeah, there's not a much strategy to it. Like I
tough.
said, the trade cards are really your only sort of strategy part.
Yeah.
It's mostly luck. But sometimes that's you want to play a game
It's
like
okay.
that.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
Like we played it the one time, me and Teresa and I forget Jeremy
And
and
Cody.
Cody. We all played it the one time, and everybody was like, "Oh, this is gonna be lame." And we played it, and we were like, "Wow, that was actually kind of fun."
We played it
Yeah.
for a lark, and
Yeah.
then we played it again.
Yeah, we were
Because-
like, we want to play this again.
Yeah.
Actually, our friend Cody he's the one that wanted to play it again. He
Yeah.
was like, I kind of want to play Horse Sense again.
Nice.
It's because it has a charm to it somehow.
And
Yeah,
it's
for
also
sure.
not complicated at all to explain. It is very
Yeah.
easy. I mean, the instructions are only the front and back of one piece of paper. So
Yeah. So pawn wise, Basil, what are we looking at?
I was gonna do a 3, but given everything that we discussed, I think I'll do 3.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
May I ask why?
Most did you expect it to be higher or lower?
Yeah, I
or-
expected
we don't
higher.
need to talk
Really?
about what anybody expects.
Okay. Okay.
I will.
So I guess just the simplicity of it, it plays pretty well. I'll give you that, and it was fun. We had a lot of fun with it, but
Too simple.
it seems to be a little too simple.
Okay.
Basil's the type who needs a strategy game.
That's fine.
I do enjoy strategy games, and this was very luck based.
Yeah.
I feel.
Okay.
So-
Next, what do you got?
I'm going to give it. I'm going to give this a 4. The reason why I'm going to give it a 4 is because I think the playability factor is high. I think all members of the family can easily pick this up. Grandparent, parent, child, single people, bachelors who drink a lot. We can all pick it up.
Such a weird criteria.
I think it's important to be honest. Let's see. But I am going to limit it to a 4 because what I really want to do is I want to see this game updated.
Oh
And I
my
want to
God,
see
yes.
these be wingspan style, where they're just
Yes,
different
actual
little profile
Clydesdales.
pictures of Clydesdales. Because it's fun to collect these and then I forget about them. I want to collect them and be like, well, that's a nice Clydesdale, and then pick up the next Clydesdale and be like, oh, look, that's a different angle. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
So,
Alright.
4.
Okay, well, I'm right there with Maurice on this. This is a 4 for me, pawns, because pretty much all the same reasons. I do understand that it is mostly luck, but just on the fact that we had one of our friends be like, I want to play that again, that makes it that much better. It's like, really, you want to play Horse Sense again? Out of all the games I have here, you want to play Horse Sense. But it makes sense. Some people don't like the complicated, strategy, high strategy based games, and they want to play something that's a little easier. That's just you got a little strategy in there, but mostly it's just you rolling and going around and, screwing people over by taking their horse and stuff like that. Yeah, it has that. It's charming. It's a charming game. Very, very simplistic. There is no back art. This is the only artwork you get.
Oh,
there is no maker mark on this anywhere. Like
is
nobody.
This just a DIY game?
I don't know.
No,
Nobody
it's too
knows.
good of a board.
And that almost makes it a little better for me because it's so weird. Like, where did this even come from? Who made this? Why? We don't know. But it is from 1992.
Will Ghost Horses come into
let us
your
know.
house?
I was gonna say, I feel like underneath this laminate is like a secret Cthulhu novel. Like maybe some like horse deeds or something like that. Do you get deeds for horses? I don't know what you do. Horse license.
And I've had this game
For 120 years?
For years and years, because my mother bought it at a garage sale for 99 cents. It did not have the manual or the booklet or anything, so I had never played it until we played it the other, like a month or so ago. I see your finger. So, like, that's awesome. Like, we actually played it with the rules because Teresa found them online somewhere, and we got to play it. It was fun. So, was it 3.544?
Yes.
Check this game out
Yeah.
if you can find it. I'm not sure how rare it is. I haven't looked it up.
Yeah, I think they have to just come here and play it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there is copies out there to buy if you want to play it. But it's super fun. We enjoyed it. Had a great time with the playthrough. Definitely go check that out. But I think that will do it for the review. Final thoughts? Anything else you guys want to say?
Beautiful.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
I like this.
All right. Well, that'll do it for the review of Horse Sense by Starwood Enterprises. Whatever that is. They've never made any other games. So, but we'll wrap it up. And if you like what you saw today, make sure you saddle that subscribe button, hit like, comment, do all that stuff. Please tell us what kind of horses you like. Do you like horses? Do you not like horses?
If you know more about this game, let us know.
Yeah, if you
like-
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If you know anything else about this game, please, I'd love to hear more history on this game.
Absolutely. If
Is
your
this so
haunted
weird?
uncle made this game.
Yeah.
Your haunted horse uncle.
Let me know about your haunted horse uncle. I will interact with you on the YouTubes. But yeah, I think that'll do it for us. It's conclude the review portion of the Drunken Pod. I like my dramatic pauses.
I like it.
That will conclude it. So hopefully we will see you next time. Where's your sign? At the table. Woo!